My dogs are cheering the LoachraOlta on.
I do believe we're having some technical difficulties, so I'm just going to see if this has fixed our problem for the time being. So if you can hear me, let me know, that would be great. As we've noticed, there is its coach sheet is out of the session now, as well as Urban Chaos have crashed out since we've been trying to fix the technical difficulties with the mic. We've currently got Josh Unknown on first with what seems to be a 2.6. You've got Marachi in second with a 2.8. You've got Steve the TV with a 3.5. You've got Baker with a 1.4. Just a few thousands back, you've got Pochio, who's on a lap currently, but I believe that'll be a lap back to the pits as he's half a second down in the first sector. Then you've got Kronk on a 1.6.409, a few thousands back from them, so you've got the top 4 to 6 spread by a few thousand. Yabushaka 4 times back in 7th. You've seen him involved with the Always Rick accident just earlier. You've also can see now Nathan Midge on a lap, so extending all the track limits here to see if he can improve. There's a Ferrari, he's got him! He does improve ever so slightly there. Not really sure how, but that was a big accident. So we have a Ferrari waiting on the grid for drivers. Is that Jordan OVERD? So his intention in this qualifying session is not to go first, it's to reverse up the track and possibly take out more drivers. So let's see. Oh, there's another collision there. The Maverick coming up to the Ferrari, he has got past him. He's on a lap now, starting it up into turn 1. Nice apex, he takes that, he's probably as clean as he could help on them soft tyres, so let's see if he can improve into his first sector, going up into the turn 2 braking zone, uphill. You can brake later than you want, 2 temp up on his time. He extends the track limits on the exit, both ways, a bit of wheel spin, that will not help. DRS nice and early. He sticks in the middle of the shade. Oh, we have Jolman 10 out. So I believe there's been a collision between the Racing Point and the Ferrari on the back straight. Can we see? Yes, we can see there have been a collision between the Ferrari and the Racing Point in the distance. So now we're coming up to Maverick on his lap. He comes up to the Ferrari. He dodges him. So some clever driving by the Maverick. He's seeing that on the track map. Let's see if this Williams is now collected by the Ferrari. He's coming across the track, he is. Big hit. The Ferrari's out. The Williams has survived as it's gone into the barriers backwards. Can he get away with this? He can. He's moving again. He has survived the impact with the Ferrari. As the Maverick's lap put him 7th. A 1.4.4. So avoiding that Ferrari has gained him a few positions. So what can we see at the top of it? There is now not many people on track. It's oh, the game has saved Codge for Spurs with a spin, so it's not seeming to let him take himself out in the pit lane. So he'll be going back to the pit lane and getting a new set of tyres. The Maverick is out of fuel, I do believe. So that is everyone in the pit lane, other than Sinful 1990, who's on his way out of the pit lane now. So you can see him exiting in that Renault, hoping to improve. The Maverick is quite happy enough with his time. Portillo has started a lap, so let's see how this lap goes. He extends all the track limits there, getting the very most out of that car, hoping to go maybe 2 seconds quicker to get pole position off Josh. He's 2 tenths up, that is exactly what he needed. So he needs to continue gaining at this rate, and I see he could probably get 4th, maybe 3rd. Down the hill, good on the brakes. He makes the apex, runs it nice and wide, running up to the corner now of turn 6. He's carrying the speed. He needs to watch out for the debris there. He doesn't want a puncture on this lap. Extends all of the track limits on the exit. Keeps it nice and clean. Will we see him extend all the track limits now? He does. Takes the apex. Right, is this going to be quick enough? 1, 2, 1, 3. It's good enough for 4th. He doesn't quite get Steve. So Portillo is going to have to be content with 4th unless he can go again and save the battery this lap. But I don't see him going quicker than Josh. Josh seems to have really got the track extension really down to a T here. He must be extending every little bit of tarmac he can get his car onto. Sinful is now on a lap as well, up into turn 2. He makes the apex. It doesn't look too quick. He's got DRS, but just avoids the hash. I thought there was going to be a collision there. On the brake hard. He gets the apex again, picks the throttle up, but he's not really using all of the track that he can. So, leaving time on the table all the time. The tidiest I've seen most people through there. He's looking okay through the middle sector, running not as much curb as we've seen from Portillo earlier. So are we in are we gonna see him go up to maybe P10? I do believe. Comes across the line, P14. He improved by 7 tenths though, so even though we're a big game like that, he could not catch always Rick 2, it's Coachy on the mediums. But that won't benefit them. They're not in the top 10. They could have done to go quicker. Kronk on a lap now, on a 1-4 dead, down into the turn 3 corner. Do I see spits of rain coming down there? I do. It is starting to rain now out here, so lap times won't be improving unless Kronk will be the last person across the line. He's 8 thousandths down on his time, so he's going to need a special last sector here. He keeps to the middle of the track. Does he use all of the exit? He does. He points it in. He gets the apex. He keeps it wide. He gets the apex again. He keeps the car tight. He runs to the line. He doesn't improve by 0.006. Kronk has not improved his lap time and stays behind Baker in P5. So that will be very disappointing for him. Kronk, I believe, is not going to be entirely happy with that, but he's not much he could do with the rain coming late in that session. Sinful pit, so that's the end of qualifying. So let's run you through your order here. You have Josh, Marachi, Steve, Portillo, Baker, Kronk, Maverick, Jabashaka, Nathan, and Jolo Man 110 is your top 10 here. So you can see there's 2 racing points in the top 10. It's the only team to have both cars in the top 10. Below that you have Spurs, it's Coachy, always Rick, and now Sinful, DG3AV, Jordan Overerd, J Pringles, Sir Pegasus, Urban Chaos rounds out your last 9 drivers. And the bottom 2 didn't set a lap, and J Pringles did not set a representative lap of 1:16. You can see it's Coachy and it's Rick have qualified on mediums, but they're outside of the top 10, so it's not really much help to them right now. So it's looking like there's a solid one strategy going forward. As you can see, the driver's having a little bit of a talk after qualifying and all in this no rules event. As you can see, the rain coming down in qualifying. Do we expect something the same in the race? I would expect so, because Austria does like to throw up a bit of a spill with the weather, as we've seen in the past few years in real life. But the whole of the top 10 are on the soft tyres. There is no rain. It is a beautifully sunny day in Austria. So it's going to be the soft tyre runners in the top 10, with I believe that everyone behind them starting on a more ideal tyre, as we've got a 50% race ahead of us with no rules. So you'll see people extending the track to the absolute maximum. You can take each other out if you wish, but that may not be the best way to win, because if there is someone like Josh or Marachi at the front trying and running that track limits to the extent where they're doing the same lap times they were in qualifying, they're going to pull a lap or two when you have to keep fixing the car so you can keep taking people out. We've got 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out. There's crashes. There's a jump shot by Josh at the back. There is chaos. All the cars seem to have got away though. So it's Josh with a big lead over Macarachi. Behind you've got Steve trying to overtake. Are we going to see contact here? Steve, down the inside. There's a Red Bull going slowly. There's a McLaren in the wall at the top. There's chaos here. 5, 6 wide. Oh, the Force India's out. The Ferraris collect each other. Oh dear. We have absolute chaos here. I believe half of the grid has taken each other out on the back straight. So Sir Pegasus has managed to get through there alive, as well as Nathan Midge has got slight damage, not as much damage as we're seeing further back. We have a Williams off with no front wing whatsoever. We have Jabashaka with a 116 in 16th place. Out at the back. He had a good qualifying, but he's now lost. It's Coachy pitting. It's Maverick as pitted, I believe. So everyone from 7th down has pitted and is stuck in the pit lane. The Williams does return to the pit lane with an extremely wide entry line. Kronk is out now though. I believe he's retired in the pit lane and has seen enough for today. So Josh now has a major lead of 5 seconds in 2 laps. Going purple, running the track limits to the absolute maximum here. Steve behind trying to catch up. As you see, Marachi is now out, who started 2nd on the grid. So not what he would have wanted in this 36 lap race. Steve, he spins, he saves it. I don't know how he's going to get out the pit lane without taking a ride through. That hand's back a 2nd now. He's managed to stay out of trouble. Oh, there was a hack in the pit straight there. So is Pegasus going to get it? He doesn't. Sinful is there. Porcio is still running a legit race, I believe. There is the Haas. There is a big collision with the Haas there, and Steve is out. Urban Chaos 17 is just bumping him to add chaos there to his race to say, yeah, I've definitely got you now, mate. You're out. As the Maverick looking for a move on these two, the Ferrari helps him out with a big T-bone on the Haas. It has not taken him out though. As Joel Molman has made it through that alive, so he still has the Ferrari on the exit. Will he get Always Rick now? Always Rick trying to negotiate it. He does safely. Jay Pringles now is the next man to negotiate the Ferrari. He has done safely too. Oh, Josh has made a mistake and He's lost the lead to Backer. We had not seen this. As the rules and flags are turned off, we don't get a yellow flag. But we somehow managed to get a safety car. Okay. That's rather suspicious. What do we do with a safety car then? Does everyone pit and do we actually queue up behind the safety car, or do we just keep overtaking it? We'll see what Backer decides to do. With Maverick now in second, making big places. Sinful, who started near enough last on the grid, he is now down to fifth. As you can see, Josh and Joe Law racing up into turn 3. Can we get a better view? Oh, there is contact. The racing point not allowing you to come through. Oh, there's contact. The racing point gets a hard shoulder after Williams. What?
The dinner's on the table.
Oh!